What does it take to become an aerospace engineer? Age 18, you graduate high school. You successfully landed on the moon once in Kerbal Space Program and watched a couple of SpaceX streams. So you decide you're going to build rockets. Right now, you still struggle to assemble basic IKEA furniture, but you're delulu enough to think you can handle orbital mechanics. Salary $0. Age 19, engineering school, fluid dynamics, thermodynamics, aerodynamics, orbital mechanics, propulsion, and a class about compressible flow that single-handedly ruins your semester. You're calculating how a shock wave forms on a wing at Mach 1.2 while quietly wondering if you should have picked something easier, like neurosurgery. Salary $0. Age 22. You graduate with a bachelor's in aerospace engineering, 4 years of CAD models, wind tunnel tests, and a senior capstone where your team's model rocket either had to hit a target altitude or just not explode on the launch pad. You sit for the FE exam before leaving campus, 6 hours. You pass. Engineer in training, salary $0. Age 23, first job, junior aerospace engineer. You thought you'd be designing the next SpaceX rocket on day 1. They put you on a team analyzing bolt fatigue on a landing gear assembly for 9 months. You learn that aerospace is 5% design and 95% making sure the design doesn't kill anyone. Salary $88,000. Age 26, mid-level engineer. You're running structural analyses on wing components, modeling heat transfer on turbine blades, or simulating re-entry conditions for spacecraft. A part fails in testing. Your team spends 3 weeks figuring out why. You find a 0.2 millimeter flaw in the manufacturing process. That 0.2 millimeter was the difference between a mission and a disaster. Salary $118,000. Age 28. You sit for the PE exam, 8 hours. 4 years of supervised experience just to qualify. You pass. You can now stamp engineering drawings. In aerospace, your stamp means if this aircraft breaks up at 35,000 feet, people are going to read your name in the report. Every signature is a contract with physics, and physics doesn't negotiate. Salary $142,000. Age 33, senior aerospace engineer. You've been in enough design reviews to know when something's wrong before the data confirms it. A fellow engineer shows you a simulation. You point to one curve on the graph and say, run it again with different boundary conditions. They do. It fails. They realize you just saved them 18 months of development. That's the job. Salary $175,000. Age 40, principal aerospace engineer. You lead teams designing commercial aircraft, military platforms, or spacecraft that will one day carry humans. You review hundreds of drawings, sit in requirement meetings with the FAA or the Department of Defense, and sign off on systems that will fly real missions carrying real people. Salary $240,000.